Forest Families, I have with me a fourth grader from Mrs. Grunwald's class, Mr. Colin Stoll. Colin, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Fantastic. So Colin's going to share with us what's been going on in fourth grade. As you can see, we're wearing our maroon and gold because this week's been what, Colin?
Homecoming.
Homecoming week. And every day this week we've done different things, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Today's maroon and gold. What was yesterday?
Wasn't it Wacky Socks?
Crazy Sock Day. Wednesday was...
wasn't it Pajamas?
No, I think it was Favorite Sports Day. And then Tuesday was, I wasn't here, but it was one of my favorite days.
Sport.
No, it was the
Bow Tie Tuesday.
Bow Tie Tuesday, but Monday was our Get Up and Go Day, right? So, and you can see Colin's wearing his football gear. He's a part of our Riverview Pirates program. And you guys play who this week?
River Rouge.
River Rouge. So he's got a football game this weekend too. So fourth grade. In fourth grade, in essence, you have all three teachers, right? So you'll have Mrs. Curry for
math,
Mrs. Grunwald for
reading,
and then Mrs. Hunter for
social studies
and science. So in math, what things have we been doing this week in Mrs. Curry's class?
We've been learning about our daily five centers, and I started at math with a partner, and we've been doing place value there, and then we have math with technology, we have math games, and math with a partner. And in math with technology, you just go on a computer and do math games, and then math games, you just play this game called dot math.
Okay.
And then with math with the partner, you work in your notebook. And then we have a math investigator, which investigates if you're finished or not. And so that's what we've been doing in math.
So a lot of cool things. Do you guys do Khan Academy with math and technology too? Very cool. All right, what are we doing in language arts?
In language arts, we're doing a packet with Tales of Fourth Grade Nothing. Yesterday we had to read chapter 2, and it's really funny. And then so we're doing these things in a packet where we have to do Peter's 5 senses, and then we had to write down what we think he was feeling at the time and what happened in the story.
Very cool. And then what are we doing with Mrs. Hunter right now?
Well, yesterday we had a test on social studies, and we've been doing STEM challenges every Friday, which are really cool. One of them, we had to build a tower out of macaroni noodles and marshmallows and a foot of tape and string.
Oh, so explain what STEM challenges are.
STEM challenges, our teacher gives us 5 or 6 things that we get to use to build something that she tells us to build. So one time we had to build a bridge, and our bridge looked like it wouldn't be able to hold anything. So when Miss Hunter started putting them on, we got all the way to 50, and then it fell.
Very cool.
And then 2 groups tied for the best score.
Cool. So that's something you guys look forward to every Friday. So third week of school, besides the STEM challenges, anything else that's going on that you really like so far, Colin?
Well, we have been doing a lot of fun things, like the STEM challenges is one of my favorites. Not really anything else. Very cool. But
as you can see, in fourth grade, it's the third week of school. They're doing all kinds of cool things. We're reading stories. We're doing math centers. We're doing social. They're already taking social studies tests. But it sounds like we're doing a lot of cool things in there and having a lot of fun. But the nice thing about having fun is we're also learning while we're having fun.
And we also have a spelling test today.
Ah, the old spelling test. So, Colin, thank you, buddy. Give me some nuts. Good luck in your football game this weekend. Colin Stoll, fourth grade. I am sitting here with Lacey Renke, who is a third grader in Mrs. LaFair's class. So, Lacey, you have Mrs. Avery for math and for reading, and for social studies you have who?
Miss LaFair.
Mrs. LaFair. So, what are some things that we're doing in math right now with Mrs. Avery?
We're multiplying by 2s.
Multiplying by 2s. Can I quiz you?
Yeah.
All right, ready? 2 times 2.
4.
2 times 4.
8.
And 2 times 9.
18.
Nice. Give me some nuts. Beautiful. All right, so what are we doing in math right now then, besides working on multiplying by 2?
We're doing centers.
Okay, and what kind of centers are we doing?
We're doing group centers with different friends and all that.
Okay. Reading. What are we reading in Mrs. Avery's class right now?
Because of Winn-Dixie, and it's not the grocery store.
It's not the grocery store? Oh, I thought it might be about the grocery store. All right, so Winn-Dixie is really what?
A dog.
A dog. And what specific thing are we learning with because of Winn-Dixie?
Character traits.
Character traits. And what's one of the character traits that we're learning about the story?
Brave.
About being brave. Okay.
Because the owner of Winn-Dixie stood up for the store manager. Stood up for Winn-Dixie because the store manager did not want a dog coming in the store.
Gotcha. Okay. Social studies. What are we doing in social studies?
We're doing a quiz today, and it's about counties and all that. And it's not very long.
Now counties, we talking so mostly information, social studies about the state of Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so you've been here 3 weeks. So far, what's been your favorite thing about being here at Forest?
Making new friends and being on Girls on the Run.
Girls on the Run? What's Girls on the Run, Lacey?
It's a YMCA site, like.
Sponsored program.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many girls are involved in this?
13.
13 girls. So do they meet once a week, twice a week? When do you guys meet?
We meet Wednesdays and Mondays.
Wednesdays and Mondays. And what did you tell me you did on Monday?
I ran a mile.
She ran a mile. Do you know what your time was? Or you just ran it?
We just ran it, and when my mom came to pick me up, I walked a mile.
So you ran a mile and walked. That's 2 miles. That's amazing. But it's a really cool after-school program for girls. Right now there's 13 girls involved. We meet Mondays and Wednesdays after school, and it is sponsored by our local YMCA program. That's Girls on the Run. Who's the teacher that's helping running that?
Mrs. Hunter.
Mrs. Hunter. So she's the teacher sponsor for that program. So fantastic. Lacey, thank you very much. Give me some knuckles. Have a great weekend. And again, doing some great things in 3rd grade. I am sitting here with Diego. Diego is a 5th grader in Mrs. Wasick's 5th grade class. So, Diego, this year we have 2 teachers in 5th grade, right?
Yeah.
And that's Mr. Newland and Miss Wasick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And for math, your teacher is Mr. Newland? No, he's your language arts teacher and your reading teacher, right?
Yeah.
So, what are we doing in Mr. Newland's reading class right now?
Reading books and spelling and word.
Doing spelling and word works, but doing some reading in there. And what book are we reading right now in Mr. Newland's class?
Tim Torben.
Oh, Tim Tebow, the Tim Tebow story. Now, is that a book that Mr. Newland assigned to you, or you actually get to pick a book that you want to read about?
I pick a book that I want to read.
Ah, that's kind of cool. Kind of makes it reading a little bit better instead of saying, here's a book that you got to read. You got to read this book. It's better when you can go to the library and like, hey, you know what? I really want to read this book. Makes things easier to want to read, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So we have Mrs. Wasick for math, right?
Yeah.
So what are some things that we're doing in math?
Place value, division, and rounding.
So place value, working on division and rounding up to the nearest either 100th or 1,000th or 10th or stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, did I hear that you guys did a site experiment yesterday in 5th grade?
Yeah.
Cool. So is this part of the whole scientific method thing that you guys are learning about right now?
Mm-hmm.
And the scientific method and the experiment we did yesterday was about what?
Bread.
Bread?
Yeah.
I'm sure it had nothing to do with making a sandwich.
No.
No. So what are some things that we had to do with the scientific method about bread?
Smell, taste. Smell, hear, and sound.
Does bread have a sound?
No.
No?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Only when you're taking it out of the bag, right?
Yeah.
So, we've been in school 3 weeks. We're doing scientific experiments about bread. We're reading a Tim Tebow book. You like football, don't you?
Yeah.
That's a shocker. And doing spelling, and we're doing math. So, we're back in school 3 weeks. What's your favorite thing about being back to school right now?
Math.
Math? Why math?
Because I'm not really good at rounding.
Not good at rounding up, but coming back here, and you know that you'll get the help to make sure that you're better at rounding up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Hey, Diego, 5th grade. Cool, thanks. Thank you, Diego. Give me some knuckles. Thanks, buddy. I am sitting here with Ellie Ortiz, 2nd grader, Mrs. Fink's class. Ellie, we've been in school 3 weeks now.
Yes.
So, doing some really cool things in 2nd grade. You have a really unique thing is that you have 2 math teachers. Oh, we're moving around a little bit. two math teachers. You actually have Mrs. Masters and Mrs. Sidewright for math, right?
Yes.
And so what are some things that we're doing in math right now?
We're learning how to make tens and number bonds.
Number bonds. What's a number bond?
It's where the whole number is 10 and it's 2 and 8.
And the 2 and the 8 make make 10 for the number bonds. All right, well, that's kind of cool. What are we doing in reading right now?
We're learning how to read to self, working on our spelling words.
Okay.
And mostly that's it.
So, is there any particular story that we're reading right now in second grade?
No.
No? Okay. And then social studies, we're learning about
Our families.
our families. So, we've been in school 3 weeks now. What is your favorite thing about being back to school?
My friends.
Hanging out with your friends. Yeah, that's kind of cool because some of your friends you didn't get to see all summer, right? It's kind of how I feel. I get to come back to school and get to hang out with the students again. And it makes me, it's one of those bucket fillers, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, fantastic. Ellie Ortiz, second grade, give me some knocks. Good job, kiddo. I am now sitting here with Dominic from first grade. Dominic, who's your teacher?
Miss Carter.
Mrs. Carter. So, Dominic, what are some cool things that we're doing in Mrs. Carter's class right now, like for math? What are we doing?
Building number bonds.
Building number bonds. And I have a piece of paper and a marker, and Dominic's going to show me how to do a number bond. So, Dominic, how do I make a number bond?
You would put a circle there,
Okay.
a line and a line.
A line and a line.
On those.
Circles on those. All right. So, what else? What do I do next?
If you put 10 there, you would put 5 and 5 there.
Put 10 there and put 5 and 5 there, because what's that mean?
If you take 10 apart in 2 pieces, it's going to be 5 and 5.
Because 5 plus 5 equals
10.
10. Nicely done. So that's one of the things they're doing. What are we doing for reading in first grade right now, Dominic?
Building stamina.
Building stamina. Can you explain to our folks out there what stamina is in reading?
We're practicing how to read books for a long period of time.
Okay. So right now we're reading for how long?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. And our goal is
10 minutes.
10 minutes. And is this reading to a friend?
Self.
Reading to self. So, all right, Dominic, we've been in school for 3 weeks. What is our favorite thing about being in school right now?
Tubs.
Tubs? What's tubs?
You have a bucket of toys that you could play with.
And what's in your tub that you like to play with the most?
Building blocks. Pattern blocks.
Pattern blocks. So that's one of the real cool things that we're doing. So it sounds like we're doing a lot of cool things in first grade in Mrs. Carter's class, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. All right, Dominic, thank you. Give me some knuckles. Boom. And you have a good weekend, all right, bud? Thank you. This is Dominic, first grade. I am now sitting with Georgia, and she is a kindergarten student in Mrs. Martinez's class. Georgia, how much fun is it right now in kindergarten?
Super fun.
Super fun. So we're all learning all kinds of cool things. So what number are we working on right now?
Letter 1.
The number 1. What letter are we working on?
Number 8.
Letter A. And what color are we working on?
Red.
Color red. So, and when we do story time, teachers reading lots of stories. We're practicing writing our name, right? But today is an extra special day for Georgia. Georgia, why is today an extra special day for you?
Because my dad's here and he tricked me.
Why is your dad here, though?
I don't know.
What's he doing? What shirt does he have? Oh, he's here as a what today?
Watchdog.
He's a watchdog. So your dad's a watchdog today. So he's going around seeing you, your sisters, and your classes. Did you get to eat lunch with your dad today?
Yes.
That was a nice thing. Do you get to share your lunch with him or no?
No.
No? Yeah. You want to eat your own lunch, right? All right, Georgia, so you've been in school for 3 weeks. You've been in kindergarten 3 weeks. What is your favorite thing about being in school right now?
Stories.
You like your story time? Fantastic. So this is Georgia, kindergarten, having lots of fun. Thank you, kiddo. Give me a high five. All right. I am sitting here with one of our new students, and his name is Eli. Eli, how you doing today?
Good.
Fantastic. So, Eli, we've been in school for 3 weeks now. We've been doing all kinds of cool stuff, right? So, what are some things that you're doing in math right now? And let me see, you're in Mrs. Coleman's class, right?
Yes.
So, I was just in there a while ago. You guys were working on number bonds.
Yes.
What's a number bond? How's that work?
There's one big square and two little ones.
Okay.
And you'll put a 6 in the big one.
All right.
And then what makes 6, you put those in the little
Down at the
squares.
bottom. So if I had 6 up top, and I put a 2 in one of those little bottom squares, what would go in the other square?
4.
4. So that's and good job, nicely done. So oh yeah, blow it up. And then so we're reading stories in first grade, right?
Yes.
And we read a story. What was the name of the story today?
Pete the cat.
Pete the cat. And what did we learn about with Pete the cat today?
His sunglasses were good when he got them, but when he hit a bump, his sunglasses went flying into the air and they broke.
And that's never good when you lose your sunglasses,
No.
especially on a nice day like today. We need our sunglasses. So music, we're singing songs. Computers, we're learning how to use the touch screens and use a mouse, right?
Yeah.
Art, we're making fun things. I saw you guys in there the other day. You guys were doing like thumbprints with your names, right?
Yes, with bingo dabbers.
Bingo dabbers, that's right. Making your name with bingo dabbers. Very cool. And then so we said art, computers, song. Oh, gym. What kind of things are we doing in gym?
Running around and skipping and bear crawling.
So working on our local motor skills and making sure you know how to move, right?
Right.
Very cool. And obviously probably the favorite part of the day is always recess, right?
Right.
Cool. So been here 3 weeks. Favorite part of school so far is
Gym. Actually, computers.
at gym and computers, which makes sense. Well, and the thing is that you notice we just walked into my office. He's like, I really like your green screen. So what's actually behind us right now is a green screen. This is all done with green screen technology, which makes it look like we're on a talk show, right?
Right.
But actually we're where?
In the office.
We're in my office. So this is Eli. He's one of our new students. He's going to be a rock star, which all of our students are going to be rock stars. But Eli, give me some knocks, blow it up. Oh, yeah. Eli, great. We're doing some fun things, right, buddy?
Right.
All right, man. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, to wrap up our weekend review, last night was our Watchdog Pizza Night, which had another fantastic turnout. We did our presentation. We had the dads share what they've been doing and how it's impacted them. Great turnout, and special thank you to our parent club for supporting and sponsoring our Watchdog Pizza Night, for purchasing the pizza. So thank you, our parent club group. We have a new face in the building. It's Mrs. Hammonds. She comes to us from Gibraltar. She is going to be our new 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade RTI person. So when you see her in the hallway, give her a nice big forest welcome. So welcome, Mrs. Hammonds. We also had our PBIS assembly today where we passed out our trophies and our golden dustpan. So congratulations to those classes. And just a reminder that next week we have our Twitter 101 for parents. Wednesdays can be from 7 to 9 o'clock during the day. If you're able to join us, come into the library. We're going to go down to the computer lab. You can bring your own device, but we're going to teach you how to use Twitter. So that is Wednesday from 9 to 10, and then Thursday I'm going to do it after our kindergarten open house from 7 to 8 o'clock again in the computer lab. And just a reminder, kindergarten open house is next Thursday from 5:30 to 7, and I am going to have the For Iman Go sign still posted up. So if the students want to bring in their devices and participate in the For Iman Go, they can do that. It is our homecoming game tonight, so good luck to the Pirates. Go Pirates tonight. Beat Jefferson. Again, as always, we're doing some great things around here. Don't hesitate to stop in and say hi. We're continuing this format because I got a lot of great feedback of, hey, Mr. Gribble, it was awesome seeing you interview the students. It was great seeing them sit there and talk about the great things they're doing on their classes, and that's why I kept doing it. So I hope you enjoy this. Enjoy your weekend, and go Pirates.